What up, family? So I wanted to do a little talk about how long you should be running a training program for. I've seen a couple guys talk about, confusing the muscle by doing something different every week or every 2 weeks. And before I talk about how long you should run a program for, let me tell you why that's dumb. So first of all, I used to be one of these guys, the muscle confusion guy, right? Do something different all the time. Switch it up every other week. You know what I'm saying? And while that's great for overall, like for athleticism, that could be good. But even when it comes to like athleticism, I might even argue that that's not good. Here's the thing. Your body gets better when it has time to adapt to something. And when it comes to building muscle growth, it speeds up through adaptation. You know, when you do a movement, your body is shocked a little bit. It's like, oh shit, okay, brand new movement. I'm sore as fuck from doing that brand new movement. If you don't do that movement enough, your body doesn't have a motivation to build muscle to adapt to doing that movement pattern better. So bench press, for instance, you want to get better at the bench press? Do the bench press. There will be a time when you're a little more advanced and things are starting to plateau that doing other things will help you with your bench press. But if you have a net zero bench press, you're starting at the beginning with a crappy bench press. Doing that for a long period of time will make you better and stronger at that for a long period of time, which will lend directly to muscle stimulus that is greater than if you were to do that, then something different, then something different, then something different, then coming back to that. That's this part of science. This is a part of science and bro science where bro science is destroyed by science. Bro science says you can confuse the muscle. Well, correction, prison bro science, because that's where you really hear that shit. It comes from prison, bro. Gotta confuse the muscle. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You sound like Cali Muscle or some shit like that. That's not a thing. You need to do the same movement pattern for a longer period of time in order to really adapt to it, to get better at it. And also, if you are weak at something, but it is not causing you, pain, like not muscle pain, but like physical pain, right? It's not causing you pain. If you're weak at it, it's better to do that movement for the longest period of time. Let's say it's Bulgarians and you're trash panda at Bulgarians, but it doesn't like fuck you up when you do it. It just makes you sore as fuck and you can barely do, 30 fucking pounds or maybe even body weight. It would be beneficial to program those Bulgarians and to program them for a long period of time, because the stimulus you're going to get from being bad at a movement to being good at a movement, to being efficient at a movement, to being at elite at a movement is measurably higher than if you were to be bad at a movement and then go to a different movement because you suck at that one that you're already good at. Like if you're already good at back squats, yes, you could probably grow great from back squats, but if you suck at the leg press or the lunge or some shit, you're probably gonna see a lot of stimulus from getting elite at the leg press or the lunge. That's just straight fucking facts. So on to how long you really should be running a program for. Generally, I like to say no less than 2 months and no more than 4. At about 4 months, you could actually start to plateau with some shit. If you're not plateauing, hey, if you're still getting stimulus from it, you're still getting stronger from it, it's measurable, don't take it out of the program unless you have to replace it for something that you're weak at and you need to improve there. If you have just great back development and you love rack pulls and you always grow and get better at rack pulls, there's no reason to take it out. Even if you've had it in there for fucking 6 months, keep it in there if you love it. But if you're plateauing and you're not getting stronger at it after that, 3.5, 4 month period, then remove that shit. But the average guy could probably keep a program running for about 2 to 3 months without seeing any plateau and seeing continuous growth. And this is all determinant on you, actually training and not just doing the exercise to do it. It all is determined on you, getting better at the mind muscle connection, getting better at the, mechanical tension, understanding all of those concepts and more are going to be what, allow for you to keep that program running for a long period of time. And again, this is the average guy. If you're genetically gifted, you could probably do whatever and grow just fine. You know, there's a lot of muscle confusion guys or full body exercise type guys and shit like that. And they have good genetics, so they respond well to that. And that's fine. Keep doing what you're doing. Other guys who are just within the average category, the average genetic category, like myself, we respond better to something that, you know, that is done over a long period of time. Learn to love that repetition and learn to love the training method, which will at some point become boring. I know a lot of guys, you know, like they say, oh, love what you do and you'll keep doing it. And this is true. But also, just like, if you are starting to not enjoy the program, but it's beneficial to you and it's giving you great stimulus, you got to learn to suck it up and keep doing that program. It's going to make you a better man, being able to stick with something even if it's rough, even if you don't like it. But also it's going to be just great for your body composition. It's better than moving to the things you enjoy. Even, you know, if you move to the things you enjoy and they don't provide stimulus and you don't do them long enough, you're going to remain in the same spot for a long time. I'm one of those people. Back in, you know, my early 20s, I was doing that shit. I just went what I enjoyed to what I enjoyed. I didn't stay there long. I got bored and I let ADHD rule my training career, and we can't let it do that because it will hamper a lot of your growth. So, and lastly, when it comes to rest times, let's ditch this 30-second, 60-second mentality. I used to have it back in the day too. I won't tell you not to do no shit that I ain't ever tried to do to ill effect. All right. If you employ longer rest times, I promise you, you're going to love it. You're going to get bigger and you're going to get stronger much faster than if you do these little 30-second rest times. You know, you hit a set, you go all out, you wait 30 seconds and you barely got enough energy to go all out on the second one. And being able to go all out on each rep, on each set, I don't recommend going straight to failure each, like, you know, all 3 or all 4 sets, right? Maybe the last 2 or the last 1, but still being able to go all out each time you hit it is going to give you more strength. It's going to give you more stimulus. Your muscles are going to grow. You will go from stagnant. If you're plateauing and you're doing 30-second rest times before you even change anything else, start doing 2-minute rest times. Start doing, you're already on your fucking phone or you're looking at the ESPN center. Just as soon as you put the bar down or drop the dumbbell or fucking rack the weight or whatever, just press the 2-minute stopwatch and wait 2 minutes and see if your next set doesn't feel equally as stimulative. And you might even be like me where you're like, man, I can't get enough of this, and start doing 4-minute rest periods. So I'll do in between 3 to 4 minute rest periods depending on the movement and the muscle group. And I've gotten a lot stronger, a lot faster than the old philosophy of 30 seconds or 60 seconds. So I want to share that with you. I know you're addicted to having these really short workouts. Everybody's trying to be in the gym for the least amount of time. Instead of trying to be in the gym for the least amount of time, let's be in the gym. Let's make the time we're in the gym the most quality. So if you're in there for a short period of time, but you've got like all these exercises in there, I guarantee you could take 1 or 2 out and do 2 to 3 minute rest periods, and you're going to get more stimulus than you would if you kept that exercise movement in there for that time you were in the gym. So that's just me sharing the truth with y'all. And I'm not the only motherfucker out here who knows this, who's discovered this. So try it, and I promise you're going to love it. You don't have to do it with, you know, your small muscle groups. Small muscle groups tend to, you know, recover a little bit quicker, so you can kind of bang it out faster. But your legs, your back, your chest, they're going to thank me if you start doing 3-minute rest periods. Guaranteed. I promise you. And you know what? Let's keep it rolling. Wrist wraps and straps. I know that you think like, oh, my grip, your grip maxing, y'all. You give us so fucking much about your fucking grip. Fucking, bro, if you work out hard, your grip's going to get better. Your grip's not going to suffer because you use wrist wraps on your fucking back day. But your back is going to suffer if you don't use them on your back day. I promise you that. I used to have I still have amazing grip. I was doing my max deadlifts, no fucking chalk, no fucking wrist wraps for a long time. I was doing rows and all this shit. No chalk, no wrist wraps for a long time. I added some chalk in there. I added some wrist wraps in there, and my back fucking blew up. My back grew a lot. It's It's unmatched, man. When you discover how to hand hook, right? How to hold something hook style and how to pull, how to leverage something with your lats, right? First you learn that. Then you upgrade to maybe some chalk, and now you got more grip on your fucking hand hooks, right? And then you add the straps in there, and it's like you feel like a mechanical genius. You're like, holy shit. As a matter of fact, if you're looking to discover what mechanical tension means when it comes to your back movements, your lat movements, no better way than to use straps, because you're more likely to relinquish your grip entirely and just kind of hold the bar and let the strap pull, and that will teach you a lot about mechanical tension. That's one way to help you learn that concept. So start using some straps. Your back is going to thank me for sure, 100%. And when it comes to the wrist wraps, yes, you don't need them, but they do kind of make you feel like added support. Wrist wraps are essentially like knee wraps, for squats. Like when you go to do bench, and shit, and you got some wrist wraps on, you just feel a lot more solid. And it's not like taking 5 pounds off. It's just giving you more stability in your wrists, and it gives you more confidence up there. And then that's kind of lends to a better lift. And also, I'll share this, aesthetically, it motivates you, because when let's say you're like me, right? I'm a long arm guy. I got skinny wrists, right? So when I wear the wrist wraps, it covers this part of my wrist. And then when I'm pumped, my forearm looks big. My arms look big because the wrist wrap is covering this little spot. And that kind of like motivates me, makes me feel good about my lifts. It makes me feel stronger. So, don't underestimate little things that give you like a ego boost. I prefer an ego boost from the wrist wraps and the straps than I do from ego lifting. And that's going to be a whole nother conversation that I'm going to cover at another time. But I just wanted to get all of this stuff off and, kind of just deliver you guys a little more content, because I've been a little slack as of late. Politics has got me fucking crazy. Y'all know how heated I get. I've been trying not to go full black supremacist, but it's been a thing. So I'm fighting against it sometimes. It's like that Kermit meme for me. Anyway, much love. I hope y'all had a good training day. Remember, stick to it. Stay at it. Train for a long period of time. And don't fucking give up. Love yourself. Much love, man. Peace.